What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and today we're looking at the deck that on this alternate account of mine, I have made it to Platinum using Dark Magician. So, I made it to Plat 5, and then I figured I'd post this deck, and I'm probably going to make some changes along the way. And I'm going to tell you some of my card choices are in. Some of them it's pretty self-explanatory for Dark Magician, and others might be a little weird. So, 3 Dark Magician, obviously. 3 Magician Soul, it's card draw. It also summons a Dark Magician from your deck, pretty much. Uh, so yeah, great card. Max D, you need to play it. 3 Rod, because it searches all your spell and trap cards. Of course, you play this card always. 2 Ash Blossom. And now we're going to get to the interesting one, because I know not a lot of people play this, but I'm playing 1 copy of Dark Magician Girl. And why am I playing 1 copy of Dark Magician Girl? Because I'm playing the Dark Magicians. So the Dark Magicians, when they're destroyed, if they're destroyed, very key actual difference is that they can't be destroyed, or they special summon a Dark Magician and a Dark Magician Girl from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So, uh, that's the reason I'm playing it. I'm not playing the other cards to summon Dark Magician out from the deck, even though those cards are a lot cooler. I'm not playing that. I just don't think they're really worth it, if I'm being honest. 1 copy of Dark Magician Girl, though, is fine, and it pairs very, very well with another card that we'll talk about in a second. So, 3 copies of Illusion Apprentice Magician. Not only does this summon itself as a body, but it also is it adds a Dark Magician, and it's an honest for the archetype, so you can ditch it to have your Dark Magician gain 2000 attack, or any of your Dark Spellcasters specifically. So, very good card to have. We got 2 copies of Nibiru. So I'm only playing 2 copies of this, and I'm probably going to cut it down and maybe cut it entirely. I don't like not playing 1, so maybe I'll just cut it to 1. The reason I'm playing 2 Nibiru is there's a lot of decks that it just wrecks, and 3 is a little bit much because you don't end up not needing 3, and there's a lot of matchups where it's literally just a dead card. So now we're going to move on to Dark Magic Attack. So I'm not playing Thousand Knives, and I'm only playing 1 Dark Magic Attack because it is a searchable Harpy's Feather Duster, and that's why I'm playing it. I don't think that Thousand Knives does enough, and I think that Dark Magic Attack is good enough to play as a 1-of. So we got 1 Eye of Timaeus, and this is just to make Dark Paladin like 99% of the time. There's 1 time I made Amulet Dragon, and it was the reason I won the game. But other than that, it's not worth it. It's not necessary. Like, you could probably get away without it and running other cards if you don't want to run Eye of Timaeus, because it is a super rare. So yeah, 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity. Our extra deck doesn't really matter too much. Avalon Illusion Magician comes up a few times in which it helps you OTK. So it's and this card is better than Extravagance in this deck in particular. There's a few wonky interactions, like it doesn't work well with the draw effect of Magician Soul, and it doesn't work well with the draw effect of Soul Servant, but it does work well enough that it's almost guaranteeing you to get to your Dark Magic Circle or your Magician's Rod, or sometimes even Illusion Apprentice Magician or any of your power cards. This card helps you get to it. 2 copies of Magician Salvation, and this is just copy 4 and 5 of Eternal Soul most of the time, and that's exactly what it needs to be, because Eternal Soul is our best card in our deck. It keeps summoning out Dark Magician back and back and back, and yeah. It also has another effect that helps push for game, and there's OTKs and stuff. It helps OTK is that if you summon Dark Magician, you can get the Dark Magician Girl back from your graveyard. So, or if you do summon Dark Magician Girl, like by tribute summoning, which I've never done before, but if you do it that way, yeah, you get to summon a Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician back from your graveyard. 3, Magician Circle. This card is an easy 3 of. Banishes cards too, so it's also your form of removal. 3 copies of Soul Servant. This card's really, really good as well. It draws you 2 cards most of the time in this deck. 1 copy of Secrets of Dark Magic. So this card is used to summon mainly the Dark Magicians right here, because the Dark Magicians draws you a card. So this is a very good card. I think that and since this is a quick play, what you can do is you can like attack with all your monsters, and then when they are low and everything on life points, you activate this from your hand, or if you set it the turn before, you can flip this up, fusion summon out, and attack again just to finish it off. I've done that a few times. Yeah. So there's the reason why we're playing 2 Magician's Navigation instead of 3 is I find it kind of bricks at 3, and on top of that, we needed room in this deck. We could probably bump up this to 3, or it's a 3 if we cut this, but it does kind of brick, at least for me. Yeah. 3 Skill Drains. Skill Drain is a very good card in this deck because it doesn't affect us whatsoever. It affects literally just the rod, but the rod isn't necessary. I guess it stops the summon, or the summon effect of this, but most of the time we have access to Dark Magician as well. Skill Drain is also very good at stop the opponent's play, and if we have Magician's Soul, we can turn it off, because Magician's Soul activate when it activates to send 2 spell or trap cards from your hand or on the field to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. That is a cost. The sending is a cost. So you send the Skill Drain because you can still activate it. So you send the Skill Drain. Now Skill Drain's turned off because it's off the field. Then you get to draw your cards. So that's a neat little synergy with Skill Drain. Then we got 3 Eternal Souls. It's the best card in the deck. It makes Dark Magician unaffected by everything. It summons Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard, and it adds your Dark Magic attack. Very, very good. I made this card once because, Send Pop is very good. However, this can be mostly anything. It is but I mainly banish. I leave 1 copy in the deck, but I mainly banish it for Prosperity. Dark Paladin is very, very good as well. It negates spell cards. So, yeah, and it's just good. Good card. And this effect, where it gains 500 for each dragon in the graveyards and on the field, came up once to help me attack over Blue Eyes Chaos Max, which was really funny. Amulet Dragon. If this is special summon, you banish him and stuff like that, and then I summoned this once. I normally banish it off of Prosperity, but it did come up one time where I needed it to attack over something, and I didn't have Illusion Magician, so it did come in handy in that one instance, but you could probably cut it. We got the Dark Magicians, and it's the best target to summon off of Ice. It's the easiest target to summon, the only one we can actually, off of the Secrets of the Dark Magician as well. It's a very good card. Anytime a spell or trap is activated, or the effect of it, so like for example, if this is already face up on the field with this, you can use the effect to add the Dark Magic attack, and then you still get to draw a card. So these right here can be anything else. I almost always banish them for Prosperity, but they should probably be like Wee Witch Magician, because it's come up a few times where I wish I had that. I could probably craft it, I just haven't gotten around to it. Big Eye, I haven't made this yet, but I can't imagine I can imagine a situation where this is probably gonna win me the game. This card is absolutely nuts. So what this card does is you can you special summon a Dark Magician from your deck pretty much, and then if you have Dark Circle out, you get to banish a card, and then when it attacks, you get to banish another card. So you can just take out multiple things, and that's really, really cool. So this card I put in the deck because I opened it when I was pulling for Dark Magician stuff, but I haven't really used it. I haven't really found a good spot to use it. I think I made it once and it didn't do anything. So I'm thinking about cutting it, but especially because my build doesn't really make too much use of it, I don't think. We got Linkuriboh. Linkuriboh is good at getting Magician Soul off the field. So if you like, after you summon this and everything and draw your 2 cards, this card doesn't do anything, just Magician Soul. And Boreal Sword is in here. It could be in literally anything else as well. So that's gonna do it for my deck profile. As you can see, I named it Dark Spellion. Let's see. I'll show you that I am Platinum 5 on this account. See, Dark Spellion Platinum 5. So if it is your birthday today, happy birthday. And if you want to send me any cool deck profiles or replays, email is in the description. I would love to see them. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.